Hello, everyone. In Anatomy and Physiology 1 lab, I wanted to make a little Zoom recording to teach you guys how to access Anatomy and Physiology Revealed, which is something we're going to use in lab as a study tool to help memorize all of the structures that you have to learn this semester. So I wanted to teach you first of all, how to access Anatomy and Physiology Revealed. So I'll call it APR for short. So it is available in Connect. So to get to Connect, I can just type in Connect McGraw and search. And I can go to sign in. This will take you to your sign in page. Mine might look a little different because I'm an instructor. So I'm going to sign in and it's thinking. So then you're going to click your course. So I have a couple courses in here, so I'll click the lab. So let's see, if I go to assignments, this is an instructor view, but I will show you the student view. Okay. So yours should look like this, something like this, and all of the lovely assignments you'll have. All right, so if you scroll down on the left-hand side, you'll click Anatomy and Physiology Revealed, and that should open a new window. Awesome. So now that we have this open, there are some really great help videos. I will teach you everything you need to know in this video, but if you want to hear it from someone else, totally acceptable. It's a representative from McGraw that has recorded them, so they'll be very detailed and thorough. I might show you the quicker, easier, faster version. But if you click this little help button, you can click select help video and it'll teach you all of these little things if you forget how to use them. So first of all, there are specific structures that I want you to learn. So I have created little codes which have only the structures that I expect you to know for the lab practicals in there. So I break it down week by week. That way you can learn just the structures you need to learn for a week. So you can study for a quiz, and then you can study all of those lists for a practical. So first I'm going to click my course content. And since I've made these lists, I have a couple codes in here, but here's code for the first week. So P, capital X, Q, R, S. If I go to add delete list, I already have it added in. But if I go to add list, I would type in P, X, Q, R, S. And then I would click OK. Since I already have it in here, it says duplicate code, which is fine. It would just automatically load in and you select, so I'll click cancel. So now I go to list and I'll choose the one that I want to use for this week. So each week I've named it different things, and that'll be in your lab packet in your handout each week. So now that you have the correct list, if you stay in this little box, you are able to see all the structures you need to know for that list. So for the language of anatomy, that's body orientation module. I'll make sure to describe what modules are covered in each week so that you are seeing all the structures that you need to see. Anyway, so for the first one, we'll click body orientation. And in my dissection, this is listing all of the structures that you need to know. If you go down all of these, it'll show all the structures I'm requiring you to know for that week. So you have 90 structures, and then you can also go through these tabs, which are useful as well. So my animation, sometimes I'll have these little videos, activities for you to see, but not required. It's just for your information. I would mainly stick with my dissection. Anyway, so you can see them by alphabetical order, or you can see them by a topic. So if I wanted to see body position, click this little plus arrow, and it'll show me all the body positions you are required to know. Planes of a section, which we'll go over this in lab, but this is just a little tutorial. Directional terms, these are all things. So I kind of like this view to have it all broken up into topics. That helps my brain. I don't know about you guys, rather than just alphabetical. That's a little overwhelming. Topic makes it feel a little more manageable. So you can click just, let's say, I want to see a sagittal plane. I click into that and it'll bring me right to the structure. So you can go to this list and you can go through the list like that, or you can go these back and forward arrows. You can learn about all these things. And under the description in this little I button information, it'll describe what you're seeing and also give you other names. So frontal or coronal plane are acceptable terms. And then a median plane is also known as a mid-sagittal plane. So that's useful because both are utilized anyway. So you can go through and see all of those. And if you go back to lists, this list button, you can see the topic again, and now you can go to directional terms. And then you can work your way through all of those. You can also change the highlight color. So I have blue, but you could change it to pink if you like. It is the Barbie era after all. You could change it to green. However, so you also have the practice atlas, which basically just has models and just maybe something similar to what you would see in lab instead of an actual dissection or bodies or drawings. These are actual models that they take pictures of. That's useful sometimes. Animations, that's somewhere you can see videos later on. I'll have a few of those for your reference. But the great thing I love, this is probably my favorite part, is being able to quiz yourself. So that click my structures, select region. You could do general terms and regions, organ systems, cavities and membranes, or you could do all structures, which for a quiz in lab, I would suggest doing all of them. So then you go select quiz type. This can also just help you learn. So if you want to learn a little bit, I would say to identify, and you do 10 questions. So if we go through that, on the lungs. So it's showing you a view of the lungs. So I would click lungs. And then next question. Now I have to click a kidney. There's a kidney. And now I have to click the hypogastric region. Let me just get it wrong. All right, so it shows you that you got it wrong, but highlights where the correct region would be. And so forth. Left inguinal region. Oh, it's right here, isn't it? Nope. You're looking at remember, this is the right side of the person, and this is the left side, because you're facing them at the opposite of your own. So anyway, it's tricky. You'll get the hang of it. Gluteal region, and then, so you can go through that. And then you can end whenever you want, and it'll teach you what you got correct and what you answered incorrect. And then you can save your results if you'd like. And this will give you, let's see, a little PDF of all of your incorrect options or answers, so that you can maybe study those a little more if you get a lot of them wrong. You can just keep track of that if you're interested in doing that. I could see how that might be useful on a bigger quiz. Okay, so now let's do a lab practical version. So this is checking your spelling, a little harder. So I would say once you go through all the other quiz options, you could try this. So which region is highlighted? The mammary. Oh, the mammary, but I didn't say mammary region. So I know I got it right, but I have to, type it in how it wants. Um, then the carpal region, that's your wrist. So now hopefully I get this right. Otherwise, that's embarrassing for me. Okay, cool. So now I got that right. So you can go through and work on the brachial region. And so that's a good way to just make sure you're spelling it correctly, and making just quizzing yourself on where you're at with the structures. Um, so if you ever have any more questions, this help button has lots of information. It'll show you each of the little meaning of all the icons. Um, we'll even pronounce words for you, which is useful. Keyboard shortcuts, help videos. So if you ever need any more help, um, look at that. I'll also link the videos in Canvas, but I just wanted an all-in-one video for you to see with me talking about it and what I think is useful. But feel free to watch those videos as well if you need some more help. Thank you guys.